Hey everybody, welcome to the Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. Finally, we're going to get to see some Devils hockey. It's been way too long since we saw our boys on the ice. I can't wait to see them start skating again. Even if it's camp or whatever, I just can't wait to see. The news was made official today that the NHL is coming back January 13th. And the Devils released their video, and I got so pumped when I saw that. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how our boys are doing. I can't wait to see what the new additions that have been added look like. New coaching staff. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Lindy Ruff does with this team, what Mark Recchi's role is. I was so pumped when I heard that he signed on to be one of the assistant coaches. And, the new additions. Andreas Janssen, Ryan Murray, Corey Crawford, and Dmitry Kulikov. And I'm going to put a picture of Dmitry Kulikov up now. It was cool to see that when he was younger, him rocking the Devils t-shirt, him older rocking the Devils practice jersey. So I can't wait to see what he adds and his booming hits what are gonna look like. So can't wait. I can't wait to see this team. So I want to go over some talk up to what's happening, the way we stand in the division. Can we make the playoffs? Can we add more is another question mark I want to talk about. And we have a lot of Devils prospects at the World Junior Championship, so keep an eye out on that. So let's get started with the divisions. We have a pretty tough division. The Bruins, the Sabres, us, the Islanders, the Rangers, the Flyers, and Penguins, and the Capitals. And we're playing a 56-game schedule, so they have to start off hot and continue that. There's no time to go back and, regress this season. I understand seasons, there's a certain lull where teams have, but we can't have it for a long period if we plan on making the playoffs, which I don't know is going to happen. I really don't know. You have the Bruins, who are every year a competitive team to be a Stanley Cup winner. This past year they were really good. But entering this year, you have key injuries to Pastrnak, you have a key injury to Brad Marchand, you lost Torrey Krug, potentially losing Chara if he doesn't resign, which I think he will. I think with the shortened season, he'll go back to Boston. But they're going to be a question mark, but they're still a good team, so you always got to pen them in the top four. The Sabres, I like what they added. They added really good players to this team, and their top six is pretty good. And they have good depth throughout their team. Question mark to me is their goaltending. We have to wait and see what's going to happen with them, but I really like what they added. You got to chalk them up there, in the mix with us, but kind of going towards that top four. The Islanders consistently have been a good team the past couple of years. They went pretty far last year, and they have the same team. So it's going to be, they got to be up there as well. The Rangers, they added Lafreniere with this past draft, drafting first overall. They have a good young team. Question mark to me with the Rangers is you're losing Lundqvist, you're losing that stability in net, but you do have great net minding with Shesterkin, Georgiev. So if any of them falter, I'm curious to see their netminding situation. If any of them just start to falter in the year, how that affects the team. But they got a pretty solid team. Flyers are good. They have a really good young team, so you always got to pen them up there. I know the Flyers have a tendency to start the year off bad, but towards the end of the year, they get smoking hot, where they can win like 20 out of 22 games. So they're always one of those teams you got to worry about, even if they do have a bad start to the year. The Penguins, they have Crosby and Malkin. That's all you got to say. They have a really good team all around them. They added Kasperi Kapanen. They're going to be a tough go for any team. So you always got to pen them up there too. And the Capitals too. You have Ovechkin that's going to be on a tear wanting to get to Gretzky's record. So they have a good team. You always got to count them in as well. So it's going to be a tough situation where we have to be one of those top four teams. So, I'll talk about that at the end if I think we're going to make it or not. But looking at the Devils additions again, Janssen, Murray, Kulikov, Crawford, Lindy Ruff, and Mark Recchi. I'm curious to see how they fit in with our role going forward. I love every one of those additions. And can we add more? You got to look at teams like the Knights and the Lightning. I've done a video on that. I'll link it at the end. I still think those are two main teams that any team that has a lot of cap space should target. Pacioretty and Marchessault from the Knights have been two of those names that have been thrown out there. I would love the Devils to go for Marchessault, like I said in my previous video. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, there's a lot of names on that team that could be on the move. Janssen, Killorn, Palat. I would love the Devils to go for Palat, but I know the Lightning may hold on to him as he is one of their key players. So it's going to be an interesting situation leading into the next couple of weeks? Do the Devils get any one of those free agents? Can they go for Hoffman for a year? You know, there's word of Mike Hoffman maybe wanting a year, and then when the salary cap goes on, then he'll sign a bigger term with some teams. So, very interesting to see if the Devils can add another player, because that could drastically shift the way the Devils are in this division. You know, going into contracts, Bratton Blackwood, we really haven't heard anything about those contracts. I figured we'd hear something by now. At least they're, you know, I heard recently, I've done it in a video too, that they were in talks. So, I think as we get into the season, you'll probably see more and more about them signing a new deal. So I hope they do, but I'm curious to see what they sign for and how much cap goes towards them. Looking towards the World Junior Championships. That starts this week, and the Devils are very well represented. You know, we have Mercer playing for Team Canada, Holtz playing for Team Sweden, Zajac playing for Russia, and you know, I saw a word that he's playing on their second line, which is pretty encouraging for Devils fans. Mohamedulin, he's playing for Team Russia. He's on their first line defensive pair, so that's very encouraging as well for Devils fans. I'm going to do videos on these players during the year to see how they progress with their current teams. So I'm looking forward to doing a Mohamedulin video. Moynihan playing for USA. And there's been interesting things about Trevor Zegras coming out and saying, watch out for Moynihan. He's going to surprise a lot of people watching and rooting for Team USA. And Pitlick playing for Jaromir Pitlick playing for the Czech team. So I'm going to key into all these games. I want to see how these players play and look forward to future prospects for the New Jersey Devils. So you know, rounding out the video, can the Devils make the playoffs? You know, it's a big question mark. Of course, the Devils fan in me always wants to say yes year after year, but it's going to be a tough go. It really is. It's going to be tough for this team to make it. Like I said before, if the Devils can add one more winger to help their situation, I'm not trying to detract from the Devils going further, you know, going away from their plan of, you know, building a younger team. I don't want to rush where they are, but I think if you're trying to be competitive this year, if you can add that one more piece that can help this team out, they should do it. They really should. And I think that it's one of those things that can make this team competitive to try to get one of those top 4 spots. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of good teams in our division. So it's going to be tough. But I really do think the Devils have a better team than last year. We have a more competitive team. We have a team that's going to be harder to play against. You know, our net minding did get better. Our defense did get better. Our forwards have to get better. So I really like the Janssen addition. Curious to see who makes those extra roster spots that are open. There's some Hayden's not coming back, so there's a roster spot open there. Do we promote from within? You know, there's Bastian there. There's McLeod there. Do they give Stunic a try? I really hope they do. I want to see what he has to offer. You have Cini, who's been up and down. Curious to see. You have Kuokkanen, who's on the verge of making it. He played a couple of games last year before the shutdown. I don't see Holtz coming over. Maybe if his season ends early and he has a good year and the Devils think that he's really that close, maybe they may bring him over. But I remember Fitzgerald saying they're going to keep him there for the year. Foote, I don't know where he is. I want to see what he has to offer. Can he make the Devils team? I don't know. I think he's still a couple of years away, maybe a year or two, maybe a little bit more. But I'm so encouraged to see what these players look like. I love the way our prospect pool is shaping up. These younger, bigger guys that can really shoot the puck, and you know, they add a lot to this team. And we have a lot of guys who can really wire that puck. So I can't wait to see them don that Devils jersey. So Devils fans, I am so pumped. I'm waiting for this year to start. I can't wait. I miss our guys. I haven't seen them play in a very long time. All Devils fans haven't. We haven't seen our Devils hit that ice, and I can't wait for them to do that. So comment below what you think about this. Smash that like button. I really appreciate your time. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. Join our hockey team. Everybody, have a great day. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. Take it easy.